Welcome to Salient Insights Data Heads podcast. We're super excited to release to you some of the leading experts in the data community, how they are dealing with the management issues that is never talked about in any other place in social media. We're going to be addressing how to deal with data empathy, data strategy, how to centralize and decentralize your data in an environment to scale, how to deal with driving your company to be having a proper data culture or having instances where making data-driven decisions. These topics and more, how to have that data empathy, that emotional intelligence in order to drive your operational effectiveness in your organization. These core topics will be led by some of the leading people in the space so you can learn from the best, many of which do not have a social presence that is giving them the outlet to be able to say these things. And so that's what makes this podcast so unique, and that we're getting some of the top tier talent who are focusing on driving their career in such a way that they don't get the ability to come in and have opportunities to share some of these wonderful and incredible insights. So here's a handful of different clips you can go ahead and take a look at.
Is to build trust with those small projects first.
So that then the data team then can provide insights or intelligence about how to rotate those levers and dials in order to change the output in the direction that the company wants them to go. What tools and technology I was using when I started one job was not the tools and tech that the job eventually used and then moved on to the next one, like I said. But if you don't know how to present the data story, that's a foundational skill. People love owners and people who are problem solvers.
Trying to cultivate a data culture. Your ultimate aim or goal there that we touched upon is to empower your data consumers to become data citizens. A lot of organizations fail is that they just start off with a mandate and they say, now we're going to be data driven. How are they discussing data today? And they may not be discussing data the way us as data nerds or people who are used to looking at information think about. That you frame engagement around. How were they able to do that?
That you're putting out there. It will never be a one and done. Here it goes. Enjoy that dashboard. Have a great day. We're done. You're always going to have some interaction. One person's going to come to you for the same tool and be like, this is so close. You guys did great. This is so close. I just need this one tiny little tweak. But the next person's like, don't change a thing. You finally got it right. Those are not concepts that are outside of the capabilities of the most creative mind. They're not, I don't believe it. They are within those capabilities. What's the decision they're trying to make? And we say business use case a lot, and that's good, but it can be interpreted a lot of ways. What decision are you trying to make?
If you have crummy data and a rocky foundation, putting something on top of it that is going to be predictive or prescriptive for your organization or descriptive for your organization is you showing or highlighting how bad your data quality is and how bad your data foundation is. So now you have a shiny object that's really expensive, but it's essentially a heavy digital paperweight that nobody can use. The problem that I see a lot of people fall into is the whole time you're just taking orders and, hey, I need you to build this report. I need you to build this dashboard. I need you to do this thing. And you don't then pause to ask, why are we doing this?
The last thing, and I think a common mistake I've seen is in the B2B world, you'll run an A/B test and then say, hey, we've increased revenue by some amount, but you've killed some other metric down the funnel. That means that doesn't actually play through.
Making sure that they were included in the discovery phase of this migration program. We worked with them, we worked across the users, reviewed the reports, drive accountability across them, and gave them the transparency.
So if you like this and you want to see a bunch more, go ahead and click the subscribe down below, and we look forward to seeing you more. And any comments and concerns you might have, so that way we can make this channel better as a driving, thriving community.